Hey everyone, welcome back. Is Joe with
And Shruti, what's up, Joe?
What's Up? Shruti Aur Mein, part 2. Sorry. So basically, this EP came out and I was in Bombay. There was a last stretch of my trip and you and I didn't see each other. So then I couldn't wait. So I kind of like got into one room in my complex to record and I recorded 2. And then I came back to Muscat and I recorded the next 2. And now finally, since you're here, the last 2 I want to do with you.
Chalo, finally, I got my foot in. And we can do at least 2 out of it.
But the thing is, this EP, first of all, the first 4 tracks are just क्या है It's
क्या
just
है बताओ ना क्या है
oh, so good. And the thing is, the first 4 tracks have Eunice in them, and Eunice, it's like Eunice came to 8 and he left no crumbs, as Gen Z say. He basically destroyed my soul in multiple tracks. So so a lot of Eunice was there in the first 4 tracks. Now in the last 2, you're not going to hear him because they're just Talha Anjum tracks. Or is he there in Tasveer? I don't know. 1 second, let me see, because we will do this. Nahin, usme JJ or Anjum hai. So you won't hear Eunice. But anyway, it has been a mind-boggling EP, which you must listen to offline.
Right, of course I will.
But right now, let's get to this. This is actually like a sequel track to Jokhay Aur Mein from the earlier project. So, which is a classic. The fans love it. So now they're giving us Jokhay Aur Mein part 2. So it's got that sort of legacy feel to it. Continuation.
Jokhay Aur Mein तो I remember reacting to
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
okay, then that chalo,
Haan.
theek hai,
So
great.
chalo, let's get into it. TA and Jokhay, 1, 2, 3, play.
Life is a mess. मैं उलझनों में घिरा, so much stress. I seek trust. मैं चाहता loyalty, I got respect. बड़े checks, to-do list को check mark करूँ मैं. करूँ checkmate तेरे राजे सारे. फिर वफा करूँ अपने वादे सारे. फिर लिखूँ मैं एक नई एल्बम. और फिर यहाँ बैठे बातें करें सारे. The only rest I have is rest in peace. ये बोतलें मुझे बहुत कुछ बोलती. मैं इनको खोलूं बंद करूं पूरी रात और ये मेरे आगे अच्छा बंदा खोलती. कुछ बोतलें तो मैंने तोड़ दी, कुछ बोतलें तो मैंने छोड़ दी. कुछ बोतलों ने मुझे नहीं छोड़ा, कुछ बोतलों में मैंने ये जवानी रोल दी. खता के बुतले खुद बता कहाँ तू खुद से करके शिकवे बन रहा है अब खुदा तू खुद का. खुदा के बंदे एक कदम भी नहीं उठेगा तेरा तुझसे उसकी मर्जी या मदद के बिन. सबर के बिन तो जिंदगी है इंतशार, सबर के बिन तो सभी हुए गुनाहगार. सबर के बिन तो वक्त का वजूद ही नहीं, सबर के बिन तो कामयाबी नामुमकिन. सबर तो छाँव है वरना जिंदगी धूप ही रही, सबर तो होश है वरना तो बस गुनूदगी रही. Shit is simple as ABC. अगर जोखे नहीं तो मैं भी नहीं. मुझे यार चला रहे, मुझे साथ चला रहे, मेरा हाथ बटा रहे, मेरी बात बनी रहे, एक बिसात बनी रहे, एक औकात बनी रहे. फूके जान वो कला में हम तो लाशें लिख रहे. आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं है आजकल के लौंडे. आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं है आजकल के लौंडे. ये कला मेरा पेट भी भरेगी, ये कला मेरा पेट भर रही है. इस वक्त का भी बड़ा इंतजार किया, सोचता था कला देर कर रही है. बात सिर्फ अल्फाज की नहीं, ख्वाहिशें हालात की भीड़ चढ़ रही हैं. मैं अपना लिखा बांटने भी निकला, किसी को शर्फ किसी को ये भीख लग रही है. सोचता था क्या ये मुमकिन भी है कि एक हकीकत एक ख्वाब से कहीं ज्यादा हसीन हो. सोचता था कोई तो यार हो मेरा जो मेरे हर राज का सबसे वफादार अमीन हो. पर मिले मुझे धोखे बहुत, समझाता रहता जोखे बहुत. मैं हंसता हूँ अब रोके बहुत, है खोए मैंने मौके बहुत. कुछ आदतें हैं शौक हैं बहुत, फैंस को सिक्योरिटी रोके बहुत. पर भाई खुला घूमे शहर में 109, मिलने के मिलेंगे मौके बहुत. स्मोक खिला गया चेस्ट पेन्स, आंखें लाल छुपाए DNG के चश्मे. मेरा कलम नहीं रहा मेरे बस में, मेरे बस्ते में पिस्टल है बच के. 8 more than 92, keep it 1 with me, keep it 1 with me. Do or die for the dogs and the dudes. Yeah. 8 more than 92, keep it 1 with me, keep it 1 with me. जोखे और मैं सच, तुम कफन में लिपटे पड़े लगो सफेद झूठ. आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं है आजकल के लौंडे. आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं है आजकल के लौंडे.
Oh. Mm.
That was very hard hitting.
Yeah,
And in his voice, it like
but
it hits more. Like it almost made me get worried at one point. And then, I was like, it's okay, like how it's therapy. It's therapy for everyone to just get it out of their system, made it into a song, and now it's out. So
mm,
what to even say about it? Because
mm,
it is so raw. It is so like he's just bared his soul and everything that he's feeling, and so beautifully, you know, like how when you so grateful for a friend who's there to kind of be that shield between you and all the negatives that you can so easily get into, and you're talking about all those negatives, and obviously those at some point will be trigger point because one is going through it, and then
mm,
you're talking about that friend, and you're so grateful for that friend who is there in the middle of all of it.
yeah,
It's just more power to them, their friendship, the support they offer each other, more power to creativity. It is not easy for for artists to uh, pull that creativity out of them, and yet that is the only solace.
mm,
वही दर्द वही दवा वो वाली बात.
yeah,
So दर्द के लिए दुख होता है, लेकिन thank God that it's a dawa as well. So it is just like that's all that I can really say for it. Like it has made me feel very like my heart is
yeah,
stretching. When it
yeah,
stretches beyond this
yeah,
thing, and then you're like, सांस आने दो, वैसा feel हो रहा है थोड़ा.
yeah.
But yeah,
Honestly, I was feeling the same. I was just feeling like, your kind. First of all, like when it comes to storytelling, Talha Anjum, like, I mean, is like you can't like he's unmatched. The impact that his voice and his delivery leaves on you is just so powerful, right? Whenever he does that. So one wo hua, and then there were so many lines in this, and because I'm so fresh out of the Karma podcast, and even in there he was saying like one of the toughest things about this life is finding loyalty and the real people around you, and like those kind of struggles and all of that I've just had a very long conversation on. A lot of those lines were coming at me in this song, and I was just like, oh my god. And then that whole like bit about sabr that he did, I was just like, this is the hand sign for sabr in in the Arab world, right? So I was just like, yes, yes, that those lines were so hard
that
hitting.
entire
That
and that
entire
entire
portion.
song is, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, and then when he said that shit as simple as ABC, agar jokhe nahi to main bhi nahi, like I was just like, oh my god, this when you say something like that, it's just such a powerful testimony to your friendship and to the journey you've had together. So I was like, man, full emotions, and coming off of the first part of like Jokhay Aur Mein part 1, then the way he just says, "Aaj bhi wahi jokhe wahi main," it was such a powerful delivery, you know. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं है आज के लौंडे, that whole bit. Just I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it. I mean, we'll go over the lyrics quickly, but
Yeah.
it's just tracks like this basically help to build on the legacy, because you're continuing from a other point, from the starting point in your journey, and then you're kind of recapping things, and you're kind of uh, telling the story of अब तक क्या हुआ है और अब क्या feel हो रहा है इस मुकाम पे आके. So then it's kind of like for the fans and for the people who are following your entire journey and discography from the beginning, it's kind of like continuing the story for you. So these are very important tracks to make, I think, for artists, of course, but yeah, people who have had journeys like they've had, and the
And
friendships that they've had.
at the same time, it's very relatable if anybody has had very good friendships.
Yes.
Friendships of friends who have stood by you for 25 years,
Yeah,
or
and
like,
real ones.
or
Yeah.
people who are younger, like for their entire lives,
Yeah.
and stood the test of time, and sometimes stood up against you for your benefit.
Mm.
And to the point, because that's what the song is about, right? It's all like when Jokhay has been there as a support system,
Mm.
standing in the middle. So there were so many lines which
Mm.
I could relate to. And I don't have any addictions. I don't have any, वो सब नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत अच्छी अच्छी friendships हैं. So that friendship का that one little, you know, that आवाज के अंदर वो जो दर्द था, that it just pierced me, and I was like, I feel his pain. And in that
Yeah.
one flash of a second, you know, it's like the value of a friend, maybe the potential loss of a friend, maybe the amount you want them. It's like all of it rolls into one, and that like little capsule of it hits you. So
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, and it's ये टाइम रह रह के ये गाना स्ट्रॉन्गर होता जा रहा है मेरे ज़हन में,
Yeah.
बाय द वे, लाइक यू नो
Yeah.
द मोमेंट सुना था वर्सेस आई एम ऑलरेडी लाइक लविंग इट मोर within the past 5 minutes that we've been, or 10 minutes that
Yeah.
we've
Now we love it more when we read the lyrics. So let's read the lyrics because quite a few deep thoughts are
been
there.
rolling. Yeah.
So he said, life is a mess. मैं उलझनों में घिरा, so much stress. There only I was like, oh my God, the life is a mess only hit me. I was like, oh shit, we're going
It's
there.
the way he says it.
Yeah, it's the delivery
Oof,
and the punch
that
in his
life is a
voice.
mess.
Yeah. I see trust. मैं चाहता loyalty. I got respect, बड़े checks. So there's no loyalty, you know, that's what's missing. To do list को check mark करूँ मैं, करूँ check mate तेरे राजे सारे, फिर वफा करूँ अपने वादे सारे, फिर लिखूँ मैं एक नई album, which was again revelation. Hello, new album is being worked on. और फिर यहाँ बैठे बातें करे सारे. The only rest I have is rest in peace. ये बोतलें मुझे बहुत कुछ बोलती, मैं इनको खोलूँ बंद करूँ पूरी रात, और ये मैं इनको खोलूँ बंद करूँ पूरी रात, और ये मेरे आगे अच्छा अच्छा बंदा खोलती. कुछ बोतलें तो मैंने
Nice.
तोड़ दी, कुछ बोतलें तो मैंने छोड़ दी, कुछ बोतलों ने मुझे नहीं छोड़ा, कुछ बोतलों में मैंने ये जवानी रोल दी। खाता के पुतले खुद बता, खता के पुतले खुद बता, कहाँ तू खुद से करके शिकवे बन रहा है अब खुदा तू खुद का। ये क्या लाइन थी?
वाह
What?
वाह
Is he for real? खता के पुतले खुद बता, कहाँ तू खुद से करके शिकवे बन रहा है अब खुदा तू खुद का। खुदा
उफ
के
उफ
बंदे एक कदम भी नहीं उठेगा तेरा तुझसे उसकी मर्जी या मदद के बिन। Then this part starts. सबर के बिन तो जिंदगी है इंतशार, सबर के बिन तो सभी हुए गुनहगार, सबर के बिन तो वक्त का वजूद ही नहीं, सबर के बिन तो कामयाबी नामुमकिन, सबर तो चाहूं है वरना जिंदगी धूप ही, सबर तो छाँव है वरना जिंदगी धूप ही रही, सबर तो होश है वरना तो बस गुनूदगी रही। गुनूदगी I didn't understand. Must be like not being in hosh,
घूमना.
right? हाँ.
हाँ.
And then so this one was my favorite line in this. सबर तो छाँव है वरना जिंदगी धूप ही रही. ओहो. Then shit is simple as ABC. अगर जोखे नहीं तो मैं भी नहीं, मुझे यार चला रहे, मुझे साथ चला रहे, मेरे हाथ बटा रहे, मेरी बात बनी रहे, एक बिसात बनी रहे, एक औकात बनी रहे, भूखे जान वो कला में हम तो लाशें लिख रहे।
Ooh.
क्या मतलब, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, कि मैं लॉन्ग वे ऑलवेज हैड ओन वे, समझते नहीं है आजकल के लौंडे। They don't get it. Verse 2, ये कला मेरा पेट भी भरेगी, ये कला मेरा पेट भर रही है, इस वक्त का भी बड़ा इंतजार किया, सोचता था कला देर कर रही है। बात सिर्फ अल्फाज की नहीं, ख्वाहिशें हालात की भीड़ चढ़ रही है। मैं अपना लिखा बांटने भी निकला, किसको शर्फ किसको ये भीख लग रही है। यार, सोचता था क्या ये मुमकिन भी है कि एक हकीकत एक ख्वाब से कहीं ज्यादा हंसी हो, सोचता था कोई तो यार हो मेरा जो मेरे हर राज का सबसे वफादार अमीन हो। This line really hit me. I was like, man, it feels like such a lonely life, existence, you know, very, पर
Tell
मिले
me that ख्वाहिशें line again, sorry please, because that one just like it just took me. It was a while back. ख्वाहिशें
ख्वाहिशें
something
हालात की भीड़ चढ़ रही है,
that.
मैं अपना
ख्वाहिशें
लिखा
हालात की.
बांटने भी निकला, किसको शर्फ किसको ये भीख लग रही है।
Hmm.
यार, पर मिले मुझे धोखे बहुत, समझता रहता जोखे बहुत, मैं हंसता हूँ अब रो के बहुत, है दिस जस्ट, है खोए मैंने मौके बहुत, कुछ आदतें हैं शौक है बहुत, फैंस को सिक्योरिटी रोके बहुत, पर भाई खुला घूमे शहर में 109, मिलने के मिलेंगे मौके बहुत। स्मोक टिल आई गॉट चेस्ट पेन्स, आंखें लाल छुपाए डीएनजी के चश्मे। ओह
Yeah, I got very worried about him. I was like, what?
yeah, please
Yeah.
don't smoke so much, yeah. It is not good. Also, like, anyway,
तो उसे पता ही है. That's why
I
he's
know.
written it.
I know, but I just like friendly advice.
I know. Yeah.
मेरा कलम नहीं रहा मेरे बस में, मेरे बस्ते में पिस्टल है बच के. Bridge 2, 8 more than 92. That's 100. Keep it 100 with me. Keep it 100 with me. Do or die for the does and the dudes. Yeah, yeah. 8 more than 92. Keep it 100 with me. जोखे और मैं सच, तुम कफन में लिपटे पड़े, लगो सफेद झूठ. ओहो, आज भी वही जोखे और मैं. समझते नहीं ये आजकल के लौंडे. You don't get it. Okay. Anyway, damn, dude. Oh, bhariness. Listen, I just want to say that this is the existence of an artistic spirit. It is, most of the time
Exactly.
this is what it
Exactly.
is. And please, like, there is a lot of pains and a lot of like things of negative things that you have to go through to create art, and life's ups and downs. But in the midst of all of that, don't voluntarily abuse your body. I'm just saying, the alcohol, like, I genuinely, like, just on a lighter note, I genuinely wonder, like, why do you knowingly hurt your own body? Like, you should treat it like a temple, na? Like, उसको healthy चीजें खाने पीने के लिए दो, क्योंकि वही आपको पूरी जिंदगी आपको
Sometimes certain
जिंदगी
traumas, certain pains are so strong that you don't feel anything. And sometimes what you do is you do certain things just so you can feel again.
But you're
And
hurting
when-
yourself.
Because you can't feel the hurt, na? So you go on
Sure.
hurting till you will hopefully reach a point where you'll begin to feel something. When you're numb, that's
Like
when
the
you
pain
go
in your
through these
chest.
things.
Mm.
So only when you go to that extreme level do you feel, oh yes, finally I feel something, finally I'm alive, finally. And that just says that one is going through so much trauma or so much emotional turmoil that it comes to a point where that level of numbness happens, where one goes into all this. Maybe if I abuse all this, कुछ तो feel होगा ना, वह खुद का कुछ जागेगा to take care of self. ये बहुत ही although I hear you, I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm just
No, I hear you as well. It's just it is what it is. It's a journey.
Yeah.
So yay, one more track to go. The last track people have warned us about, warned me
Acha.
about, ki you are not ready for this. I said, and I asked in the last reaction, I'm like, what do you mean I'm not ready for it? Why? And then they were like, ha, 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 you're not ready for it, bas hum itna hi bolenge aapko. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we'll get to that next. It's called Tasveer. And in the meantime, let us know what this track made you feel. Leave a comment
So
below.
I have a question, sorry, because I haven't heard the other four before this.
Yeah.
Were all of them in this space?
No.
Acha.
TY started on a whole other
Acha. Haan, theek hai.
level
So
of.
it's the whole album has
It's
all
a
other
mix.
like good mix of things. Okay.
It's a mix, but it hits, every track hits you in a different way.
Haan.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
expect it.
Expect it.
Theek hai,
Yes.
sahi.
So, chalo, we'll see you in the last one. Take care of you. Live long and prosper.
आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं, आज भी वही जोखे वही मैं. Came a long way, always had our own way. समझते नहीं ये आजकल के लौंडे.